Hi, I'm looking at a new car and I was wondering if you give me a rough estimate on what it would cost.
All right, sure. Happy to help you out here. Well,
Okay.
I'm assuming even though this one's called a Sport, I'm assuming the other one's even sportier.
Yeah, technically a little bit, but yeah.
Alright, what's going on today, guys? In this video, we're going to be discussing whether or not I'm getting rid of the Elantra GT and also putting something back to stock. But first, I need to go ahead and drop some stuff off and also pick up the part that's going back to stock on the car. So let's run and do that really quick, and we'll start discussing whether or not I'm getting rid of the Elantra GT.
So what I'm here for is this box right here. These are the Megan Racing coilovers. Believe it or not, they're actually already off the car and have been for a while. But that's what you guys will see in the next video, and this is also what I'm here for. You guys can probably tell what these are. These are the stock seats from the Elantra GT. Now I'm only going to be putting the passenger side seat in today because, well, it's kind of time consuming. Not really. You just got to swap the buckles back over. These are actually the Veloster buckles. The Elantra GT buckles are on the car right now, so you just kind of got to swap the buckles back over and of course put the seat in. But I'm just going to start with the passenger side because that one is the easier one, which is actually not this one, it is this one. So yeah, let's go ahead, grab that box, grab this seat, and head home so we can go ahead and install them. And that is why I really like a hatchback. Coilovers, seat, some packing supplies, and yeah, a whole bunch of stuff up there as well. Gotta love it. So you guys will not believe what I found laying on the ground while I was driving through my neighborhood. I saw something kind of like, you know, a big bolt on the ground. I'm like, what's that? Well, it turns out it's actually a lug bolt off of some car. You know, some of the Germans and stuff use this. So I picked it up because it was right in the line of a stop sign. I didn't want anybody, you know, running over it just in case it would puncture a tire or something. But I'm like, seriously, there's just a lug bolt laying in the middle of the street. So that was just kind of interesting on my way home anyways. But as you can see, I got the seat home as well as the box of coilovers, which I said is going to be shipped out here today. Somebody has already bought those. So yeah, we're going to be just putting this seat in on the passenger side, like I said, swapping over the belt buckles and calling it good. Alright, so we got the Megan Racing coilovers all packed up, except now we have a gigantic mess over here. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up. Then we'll get to installing the seat. So if you guys don't remember from my video, this is the side that didn't have 100% connections. Right down there you guys can see it laying in the ground. It's unplugged. That is the airbag connection, I believe, and that is the reason why the light is on the dash. But otherwise it bolts in perfectly fine here, and the two in the back, of course. So yeah, that's all there is to swapping the Veloster Turbo seats in your Elantra GT. But let's go ahead and remove this seat, take a better look at the wiring, and put the stock one back in. And I almost forgot, we do have to swap the buckle onto the stock seat as well. So let's go ahead and do that first. So this is the buckle harness right here. It snakes right over the track, comes through here, and then of course bolts onto the side, and then has a plastic loom around it. So in case you're wondering to do this off yourself, this is the buckle harness that you want to swap over to the other seat or vice versa. Now the difference, I believe, between the Veloster Turbo passenger seat and this passenger seat, at least in these two model years, I think these are both out of 2013s, is this wire right here in this module. This wire goes to the rail right here, and I believe there is a airbag sensor or some rail sensor right here, where one of the harnesses did not have on that seat. So that's one of the difference I know for sure between the two. Later Veloster Turbos might have that harness as well, and it might be plug and play. But for 2013 and 2013 Veloster Turbo seats, that's one of the differences I've spotted between the two, which I think is the cause of the airbag light on the dash. So just be aware when you do the swap, you may have a airbag light on the dash, and I'm pretty sure that's due to only the passenger seat. So we'll find out once I get this one thrown back in the car, get the power connected back up, if the airbag light has gone away. And we are all done. That took me roughly half an hour to get this passenger seat in and installed. That's how easy it is to do. You can kind of see the differences there between the two. Definitely a lot more aggressive bolstering and stuff on the Veloster Turbo seats, but this one actually sits higher on the passenger side because there's no height adjustment on either one, but it does sit higher than that seat did installed in this car. So that's just something to note. But yeah, super easy swap if anybody wants to do it. All right, here's the moment of truth. Look at that. Oh my gosh. All right, so there you guys have it. The answer to what causes the airbag light on the dash when doing the Veloster Turbo seat swap. And that is the passenger seat. So you guys can 100% do the driver's seat with no lights on the dash or anything like that. Again, I have the power seat in my Elantra GT. This is the manual, Veloster Turbo seat with the power lumbar. Everything works on the driver's side seat, and as you can see, there is no airbag light on the dash. So that is a pretty sweet mod if anybody's interested in doing that. And yeah, definitely be keeping the Veloster Turbo seat in here for the time being until this car's ready to go. Oh, shoot. Alright, so now to address the question of this video, am I selling the Elantra GT? And the answer is, I don't know. Now I say I don't know if I'm selling the Elantra GT because there's a few reasons. A, I don't exactly know which car I want, and B, I don't know how much I want to spend, want my payments to be, everything like that. There's just a lot of variables that go into this decision, and I just haven't come across a perfect car locally that makes sense and is priced fairly. So definitely keeping my options open there. And as far as the YouTube channel, I'm definitely taking this into account when considering my next car, because obviously I want to make some content on the car. I know a lot of my content for this Elantra GT at first was not very good, so I definitely know what I need to do differently to make a little bit higher quality content, show you guys the steps and the modifications and everything like that. I definitely wouldn't go quite as far with the new Elantra GT in terms of modifications. I definitely pushed my limit, I think, with this Elantra GT, especially with like the body kit and stuff like that. Not to say I wouldn't do more body modifications with the new car that I would get, but I definitely would consider doing it differently. But I'm definitely considering the YouTube channel in this decision, and my knowledge around the car in general, because obviously if I have to learn a whole bunch of new stuff with, say, a different brand of car or a different model of car, that would definitely factor into, I think, whether or not I'd be willing to do like certain modifications over others. And I don't know, there's just a whole bunch of stuff that plays into it. So I'm definitely taking that into account when searching for my next car. A lot of you guys probably follow the Elantra GT Facebook group, and I have to say that there has been a lot of stuff around the new Elantra GT end lines and stuff that I really like. Obviously, I'm super familiar with the new Elantra GT as well, given that my mom has a GT Sport. And overall, I think that is definitely a good candidate for the channel, given my knowledge of the car, and I know some of the modifications around the car. It's funny, I already have a list of potential modifications that I could do to either a GT Sport or a GT N line that would just, kickstart the car. List of 5 or 6 different things I can make videos on. So that's definitely factoring into my decision. I've also test driven a Genesis Coupe recently, so that was also on my radar. I'm not sure if that is the best daily driver per se, because again, my car sits outside all the time. I use it to haul stuff from time to time, so I'm not sure a Genesis Coupe would be the right decision, but I have looked at that. As you guys know, the new 2021 i30 is going to be unveiled at Geneva in just a few weeks from filming this video, so I'm kind of waiting on that too to see what the changes are for the refreshed i30 over there, because those will obviously be brought to the United States, given that we keep the Elantra GT. Now, as many of you guys know, I've had this current Elantra GT for well over 5 years. I think we're pushing 5.5 years at this point, so it's definitely time, I think, to get something new for the channel. Now, when it comes to all the modifications left on the Elantra GT, I am ready to say that those are now for sale, but I want to say this first. All the money that I get from the modifications left on the Elantra GT, including these seats, and all the stuff that are already sold, will be going towards the new car. Now, I say this because I'm not wanting to get twice the value of the modification, but I'm saying that this is a good way to invest in the new car for the channel, the new modifications, the new content for this channel. The more I can get out of these modifications, I think the quicker and sooner I will be getting something new for the channel, so I can make new content, again, new modification videos, new everything on. So if you guys would like to invest in this new car for this channel, or the channel in general, this would be a good way to do it. Like you guys have seen in the last couple of videos, the Jumbio exhaust is sold, the Megan Racing coilovers are sold, and the Megan Racing strut tower bar is sold. So those are the 3 items from the wheel well list that I go ahead and link below as parts that might be available for this car, are all sold, and that money is being saved towards the new car that I will get for the channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video regarding a little more information about the Veloster Turbo seat swap, and also got my thoughts about what I plan to be doing as far as a new car for the channel. Again, it's still up in the air at this point, but I think I have some very good ideas for a new car, so hopefully I can get something going here quickly. But again, if you guys are interested in any of the modifications currently on my Elantra GT, please contact me, because again, all that money will be put into the channel, into the new car, into the new modifications. So again, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys liked it, hit that thumbs up button. Comment down below what you guys think I should get as far as a car. Again, I'm super familiar with Hyundai Kia products, so that's what I feel comfortable with. So comment down below what car you guys think I should get, or comment your thoughts on possibly getting a Elantra GT Sport or Elantra GT N line. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.